Embiid, man, we put up a monster game in which we defeated the Orlando Magic. Uh, 123 to 110. Now, it was impressive that, Joel Embiid put up 50 against, in less than in less than 30 minutes. Yeah, that's great, but I'm still not taking him seriously. Importantly, it came against Orlando. I mean, Orlando. Yeah, I mean, you're supposed to do that. Look, Joel Embiid, man, as far as from a skill standpoint, and more, when you look at the game, and you look, who's more enjoyable to watch in comparison to him and Jokic, because right now, those are the two big men right now. Or somebody like Jared Allen. If you're trying to win and you're actually trying to go places, and your team is going to be better, you would have to go with Jokic. Joel Embiid, he's on my squad and everything, but you could do all this scoring, all these, accomplishing all these records. He's in line with Michael Jordan and everything. That's great. Will Chamberlain, all that other stuff. But to be real with you, Joel Embiid is not as important as Maxey, and some people would probably try to argue me on that. But it's the same thing like what I said about Luka. While these guys are great, man, Joel Embiid, man, he's gonna be a front runner. Now he's gonna have to prove me wrong. But until then, man, I'm not taking Joel Embiid seriously. I'm taking, some of these other guys that are on the team. But Joel Embiid is a ball-stopping, selfish individual, man. And I like Joel Embiid, but he's gonna do what he does year after year. He's gonna go in there, and then something else is gonna go wrong. Look, everybody wants to see buckets, and stuff like that, but those buckets aren't translating to wins. You getting all these records and stuff like that. Yeah, that's monumental or whatever. But your focus right now shouldn't be, trying to score, 50 in less than 30 minutes and all that other stuff. Look, if you'd have had just like, and then just sat your ass down and get some rest, I'd have been happy with that. But see, what you're going to wind up doing is you're going to sit up there, you're going to be going 7 straight games with all these points and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, and scoring 50 under 30 and being in line with Will Chamberlain and being in line with MJ and all this other stuff. And then when you get to the playoffs, then you're going to have another fucking excuse. Because it's not, when you get to the playoffs, no, you think all that stuff is going to come easy for you. It's not. Because the game is going to slow down. The game is going to slow down. Teams are going to start figuring you out. And also, that's when your durability is going to come into into play because then we're gonna have to see if you can withstand the rigors on a marathon stretch. I like Joel. You know what I'm saying? I think he's a great player, but come on, man. We understand that. We got to know what the end game is here. And look, we're doing phenomenal. Well, I wouldn't say phenomenal, but we're doing better than expected without Ben Simmons. But who does that fall on? That falls on our guard play, not on Joel Embiid, because Joel Embiid has had. Listen, he's had some shooting woes too that nobody's talking about. Jokic is more efficient and more beneficial, I would say, than Embiid. With Jokic, that pass last night that he did, and this came in a tough game, in an overtime game or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? He scored 49. Yeah, Joel Embiid had 50, but he had a triple double though, and it was an impactful triple double, like I talked about. Now, skill wise and all that other stuff, you know what I'm saying? When you talk about moves and stuff like that, yeah, of course, Joel Embiid is better. But when you talk about being able to withstand to the end of the game and stuff like that, Jokic is not a guy that you can go to sleep on. And I'm going to say this. Denver could be a scary team in the playoffs. Don't get it twisted just because they're sixth or seventh, I think, and they're short-handed and stuff like that. I think that you're just gonna go in there and run all over the team because they blew out the Lakers. Okay, which I'm gonna talk about the Lakers in a little bit and everything. They're going up against teams in which they're short-handed, and the only person that you really know on there is Jokic and Aaron Gordon. And Aaron Gordon, I'm glad Aaron Gordon bounced back. I like Aaron Gordon, man. Look. A lot of people think that Aaron Gordon has kind of, he's kind of taken a step back. And in some ways he has, you know what I'm saying, because the second option is MPJ or Michael Porter Jr. But people got to understand that Aaron Gordon was a guy in Orlando with him and Vucevic. And then, of course, Cole Anthony was starting to, come in and stuff like that. But I think people forgot that, Aaron Gordon is capable of giving you 20. Out of that, 20 and 10. But, when it comes to Joel Embiid, man, I just think that, man, he needs to really focus on the other intangibles, like I talked about with focus on the other intangibles, and everything else will come. When he first, one thing that I saw Joel Embiid doing a lot more of was rim protection. But it seems like, as he's getting older and stuff like that, he's going away from the rim protection. He actually could be a decent defender, but like to see him be more agile. Like the Aiden or like some of the other some of the big men. And I'm not talking about agile in terms of his offense. Yeah, we know you can step out and hit the J. Yeah, we know you can handle the rock and do all that other stuff. But what about the defensive end? Like 10 or 14 rebounds is more important to me than scoring 50. Or you getting let's say 10, let's say 15, 14, and 5. That would be more impactful along with the win and other guys, especially the guards, being able to get their buckets and stuff. That's more quality than you sitting there, you scoring 50, you scoring 50, you scoring 50, and stuff like that. Listen, can you do this? Look, are you going to be able to put 50 if we run into, Brooklyn? Let's say we run into Brooklyn. Are you going to be able to put up 50 against Charlotte? No, you're not. You're not going to be able to do that. Okay, hold on 1 second. Hey, push one if you can hear me, True Viking. I want to make sure that you can hear me though. Push one if you can hear me.